Well, hello again to everybody out there on YouTube watching. John and Nelly back at you with another beer review. And today I am looking at Rolling Rock Extra Pale Lager. Now, this product was introduced in 1939. It is 130 calories and it is 4.4% alcohol. It was acquired by Anheuser-Busch back in 2006. Very, very popular beer. This is a 25-ounce can. You get that extra ounce with the Anheuser-Busch product cans like this. I love the classic label design. They really haven't changed it too much over the years. You've got the horse there. Very, very cool classic label design. And this particular beer is one of the few that uses corn and rice as an adjunct. I believe they may have changed it, but pretty sure that's what they do. Go ahead and give this thing a pour and see what we've got. So 4.4% alcohol, that's pretty light. I mean, really, it's almost going to be like a light beer. So, got some nice streamy bubbles going up the glass there. It's a straw color, very light colored beer. Very clear, super filtered, as you would expect with this type of product. A nice, creamy, white head on there. It has a different smell. Wow, it's been a while since I've had this. I don't really remember it smelling like this. It's interesting. It's almost got like a twangy type thing on the aroma. What's the date on this thing? I guess it's a fresh date. It's got some code on the bottom that I don't know how to read. But this beer is pretty popular. I think they sell a lot of it, so I think this date is probably pretty fresh. I really wish they would put dates on here that anybody could understand. I really don't know. VE0351. I don't know. I don't know what that means. So, anyway. Alright, so I gave you the appearance. The aroma is very odd. I mean, there's nothing off about it, but it doesn't smell like a traditional macro lager like I'm used to. Maybe the rice? I don't know. It doesn't smell like a Budweiser either. It's got a very unique aroma to it. You do get some barley malt, some sweetness. It smells like a good beer, but it smells a lot different than most of the macro lagers, I gotta be honest. So if you're expecting it to smell like Coors Banquet, Miller High Life, something along those lines, you might be thrown off a little bit. But it smells very, very fresh and nice. So let's go ahead and get into this. I think maybe the taste will provide a little bit more insight. So cheers, everybody. Okay, tastes really good. Nice barley malt. Sweet. Crisp. Light to medium carbonation. Definitely not really getting any hop presence with this one. It's very, very sweet. Very light very light. But there's flavor here. It actually tastes more like a regular beer. It doesn't taste like a light beer. At 4.4% alcohol, you might expect it to taste more like a light beer, but this tastes like a really good adjunct lager. And it is different. It's different. It's better than I remember. The aroma is a lot different than the taste. It doesn't, when you take a sip, it tastes really, really good, and there's nothing wrong with the aroma, but it tastes better than it smells, for sure. There's something a little odd about the aroma. Tastes really good, really enjoyable. Super refreshing. It almost has like Asahi Super Dry. It has like a Japanese type thing going on with it, or Sapporo, or it's more along those lines. It's very enjoyable though. I really like this beer. You could definitely session this, drink a lot of these. Oh yeah, that's a good beer. Very well balanced. There's really not any hop presence with it. It does have a nice crisp finish. So I'm not really sure what the IBUs are, but very low. I can tell you that with certainty. Very low on the IBUs. Very enjoyable. If you like macro lagers, you'd probably like this. It's a little different than other macro lagers that I've had, but it's very enjoyable, and it's a nice change of pace. It's definitely different. Very enjoyable though. I'm gonna give it an 89 out of 100. It's a B plus. It's getting there towards excellent, but it's a little bit different, and it might kind of throw people off. I don't know, but it's great. It's definitely great. It's a B plus. Um, it could even be an A minus. I'm gonna say between A. You know what? I'm gonna say just a 90. It's an A minus beer because I keep thinking about it. I'm like, well, really, there's nothing wrong with it. It's just different. But it's not what I think of when I think of a macro lager. It's got its own little twang to it. The aroma is a lot different than your standard macro lager. The taste is more in line with it, although it does have a nice, very sweet malty taste with no hops to kind of balance it out. So it's almost like a light malt liquor in that sense. But very enjoyable. 90 out of 100, so A minus. I would definitely recommend buying this beer. You can buy singles around here pretty cheap. So if you can buy a single of it, I highly recommend it. If you get a 6 pack or a 12 pack for a pretty good deal, check it out. Let me know what you guys think. I think it's a lot different than your standard adjunct lagers. Definitely, your when you think of a macro lager, this kind of is in a class of its own almost. It's a lot different, but it is very enjoyable, and I highly recommend that you try it. 90 out of 100, that'll do it for this beer review. And until next time, guys, cheers.